What a fucking bunch of assholes. Oh my God.
Well,
okay, I think
Lisa,
I'm ready now.
Coming in hot.
Oh, are we recording?
Oh, shit. I'll bleep you out.
All right.
I mean, it's deserving.
I haven't even welcomed anybody yet.
It kind of got me going.
Well, hey, everybody. Today is July 28th, 2025, and you're listening to the While We Still Can podcast, where we talk about Missouri news, national news, and really whatever we feel like talking about. And tonight, out the gate, we are talking about ridiculousness. Just like we talked about the last time we were here together, we were talking about the Afghan folks, the Afghan translators that are now getting picked up by ICE, which is abhorrent. And now a DACA recipient who is deaf and mute was recently detained by ICE. Javier Diaz Santana, a DACA recipient with hearing disabilities, was detained during an immigration raid at his workplace, which I think he worked at a car wash. He showed ICE officials his real ID driver's license and had no criminal history. He was still taken into custody and later released on bond with a GPS ankle monitor. His case highlights that DACA recipients, even those with valid documentation and no criminal record, are not immune to being detained by ICE. His story was first reported by the LA Times and later covered by NBC News. He was detained for a month, Tina, before being released. So anybody that says that this is all about criminals, I'm sorry, but they're totally and completely full of shit.
Yeah, that's not what this is about. And
also read that they wanted him to fill out forms in Spanish, and he doesn't
speak Spanish.
He doesn't speak Spanish. Or I don't know that that's the case, but anyway, he doesn't write Spanish. Anyway, this is just like, what kind of what universe are we living in?
No,
here?
It's inhumane. They've been prepping us the whole time. They've been prepping the society the whole time with dehumanization, cats and dogs, criminals, murderers,
If we
rapists.
read about this stuff happening in other countries, there would be a group of Americans that would be like
donating money
it would
for
be
that
yes.
shit.
It would be a hashtag. It would be, and here we are. It's in our backyard with affecting our friends and family and
front of Home Depot,
neighbors. It's not right.
Car
Tina.
wash. I know. No, I know. I told you the story about someone I know that it manages a Mexican restaurant, and she is a white lady, and like her husband runs the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
and her son goes to school with, and he's here legally. Green card, maybe? I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it is legally. And he got a letter, and they're scared to go to court.
Well, I don't blame them because
I know. That's what I'm saying. You can't. So basically what it does is it makes you scared to follow the law, and then you don't follow it, and then you broke the law, so then you get arrested.
Yeah, because they're showing up at courthouses and going after people.
There's no way to win. And so people, I always hate that when people say things such as, well, they should just follow the rules. Yeah, but
they're trying. Look what's happening.
They're trying to literally survive. So I don't know.
Right.
But before I forget, I think we should start a little game called, we'll give it a better name, but the main premise is real or fake. We could call it oh God, what was the real crazy tabloid magazine? Globe?
I just think of that Seinfeld. Yes, they're real and they're fabulous.
Well, seriously, half the time I'm reading these articles and I'm like,
I know.
Is this the Onion? Oh no, it's from the White House. That's fucking crazy. Oh, wow.
Onion writers are in a pickle right now.
I know. They're out of a job.
They can't write anything that's too crazy these days. But anyway, I heard that you went down a rabbit hole. Is that true?
A hole of some sort.
And we talked last night about how your sensory issues don't allow for you to wear a foil hat. So
I'll do a felt,
a cute little felt, like a little Robin Hood felt hat.
I don't know. That might cause static.
That's true.
I feel like we came up with something.
I think it was a beret.
Oh, no. Way too close to my eyes. Way too close to my eyes.
Conspiracy. Let's see.
Listen, it's actually...
Conspiracy cap is way too just like generic.
Part of it is not conspiracy. Some of it is just interesting, weird facts that might go together. So, hold on.
IWF, interesting, weird fact hat.
Yeah, one of those, Lisa. One of those.
So this
okay,
is
hold on.
Turd.
Okay, so Cat Turd is like number 3 influencer on Twitter or X.
Again,
yes.
If this was Onion.
Cat Turd.
Oh, wow.
So Cat Turd never has like a picture of who he is, so you know exactly what he looks like, and that's what he looks like. Thumb head, like it looks like a potato, kind of very round.
Is he like gonna be the guy that's taking a picture of himself in his truck with some sunglasses on? And
no, like you need to check maybe his search history. I don't know.
Oh dear.
Maybe I'm not saying that for like 100% sure, but that's what I'm saying. So the initial post that I saw on Twitter, which now is complete trash, and it'll have like the craziest shit on there, but this one sparked my interest because I've blocked Cat Turd, right? But this was like someone posting about Cat Turd, but it was like Cat Turd's on Epstein list. And so first off, I'm like, Cat Turd. I mean, maybe he does have money, but Epstein has been dead for a long time. So I don't think Cat Turd has had that much money. So I'm sure someone else has gone down this rabbit hole. So I just kind of follow it a little bit down, and I find a Wikipedia page of Cat Turd.
Okay.
Cat Turd, the media personality, Cat Turd, which his real name is, what's his first name? Buchanan. His last name's Buchanan. I can't see what his first name is, but he was born in 1964. He is thrice divorced.
Not once, not twice. Thrice.
Let's see. According to Buchanan, he has experienced homelessness and struggled with alcoholism. He decided to join social media at the age of 54 for an artistic outlet after losing the ability to play guitar due to developing arthritis in his fingers. Okay, he can talk an awful lot of shit with them arthritic fingers. But, okay, so he looks all dapper, right? But I just don't think that the timelines would go together enough for him to be on the Epstein list is what I'm saying.
Yeah. You too poor to be on a fancy pedophile list.
Yeah. Even if he was alive, I don't think you're cool. And like, what do they call you? Do you call him Cat? Do you call him Turd? Cat Turd Buchanan?
All good questions. I don't know.
Cat Turd Bukaki?
He probably doesn't have any friends to worry about it, honestly.
Oh no, he's dressed real dapper in this mirror selfie. So.
Oh, okay.
But seriously, like, how does he pick up a chick? Like a Cat Turd.
In the Wikipedia article, it said that he met his first wife at the gym when she was 16, and he was what?
20.
Early 20s.
Them guys are like that.
Then it got annulled.
So he's well, that would make sense. Maybe he was, dude. Who knows?
I doubt he was on.
I know, I'm just kidding. But
there's no way that guy was on the Epstein list.
He allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, is on some fucking list. Okay. So, did you see how much this like super good businessman president is helping our debt? I never even gave a fuck about debt. Like, I'm serious. Like, he could have came in here and done this, and I would have been like, oh, cool. Poor kids get to eat lunch. Like, billion, fuck it. Elon Musk is a trillionaire. Like, fuck it.
He said it that way. That's what they said.
But kids are eating.
He said it that way. Yeah.
Like, so if kids aren't eating and poor people aren't getting any benefits, and then this motherfucker is flying to Scotland with his whole family, like doing a little family vacation, opening his golf course in Scotland, making money and paying like on my tax dollars, that 1.6 trillion in net new debt issuance over the next 2 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the conservatives when they are concerned about the national debt. Well, I mean, it's a valid concern. We can't keep going on like this, but I think our differences are in how to reduce it and how to manage it. And like you say, cutting off lunch money for poor kids is going to save you about a nickel in the grand scheme of things, when you could just make billionaires pay some taxes.
But this isn't even that's bad. But this is, they're literally just stealing our money, and we're going more in debt we're getting they're just stealing it. They're fucking.
Well, I think that's the thing is if you could argue that the debt is reducing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There'd be people that would overlook the fact that we're getting robbed blind. But no, we're getting robbed blind and increasing our national debt. So I don't understand how that's a good thing.
Well, sure the people that have drilled into my head, the debt.
Yeah, but his policies.
Yeah.
His policies blow.
What's wrong upstairs? Is it the dryer? Can you just shut the front door? Are you tired? Did you brush your teeth? Go brush your teeth. Okay. Shut the door. What was I saying?
We were talking about national debt and getting robbed.
Oh, yeah.
And also, can you imagine, we do this all the time, but can you imagine if Barack Obama went to Scotland to open his golf course or some stupid thing like that? My God, people would be stroking out.
My favorite is when people post food from Mar-a-Lago, the plates.
Yeah.
And it's the nastiest look, exactly
God.
What you think you would get fed at a Trump dinner.
That's gross.
It is gross. It's very gross.
And then, do you remember when the Obamas went on a family vacation and they're like, are they paying for Michelle and the kids and where's all our tax dollar? And now look at this guy. Just the hypocrisy is astounding.
How much money they're spending on updating that jet.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, the jet.
No, they used Pentagon money for that. That's how they're getting that money.
Well, they'd have to strip the whole thing all the way down because for a variety of security reasons, but it's just stupid. So stupid.
I wonder if the Pentagon was like, we'll let you have this big chunk of money to do this if you don't audit us. As if
they're going to get audited anyway. But let's see. Missouri news. I feel like there was an article by Jason Hancock in the Missouri Independent about how maybe, this time they've gone too far. Those Republicans.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that article.
Yeah, it was a good article.
Did you want to talk about it?
I could summarize it, I think.
Okay,
in that, basically over the last several years, the voters have voted stuff in. The legislature comes back and reverses the stuff we voted in. And then the governor signs it. And the people are getting to the point where they've had enough. And this time, the issue is sick leave, like we've talked about before, and
minimum wage.
Yeah, no. I think so.
No, I can't. It's been so many things that I'm like, I know. We just had that. Maybe it is sick leave and minimum wage. Maybe.
Let me open up the article. Republican lawmakers' decision to overturn a voter-approved expansion of paid sick leave means benefits Missouri workers accrued in recent months will disappear on August 28th. They also placed a question on the 2026 ballot, rolling back abortion rights that voters enshrined in the state constitution in November. It is not the first time the GOP-dominated legislature overturned voter-approved laws in recent years, but this time the backlash could have long-lasting consequences. In the short term, proponents of the sick leave law are eyeing a new initiative petition to reinstate the benefit in the state constitution, while abortion rights supporters expect to raise millions to fend off a new ban. But another coalition hopes to go even further. Respect Missouri Voters, a bipartisan constellation of organizations, this month submitted 38 versions of a new initiative petition seeking to undermine the legislature's ability to overturn voter-approved measures. Most would require 80% of the legislature to agree before a law or constitutional amendment enacted by the initiative petition could be revised or repealed. They would also prohibit the legislature from making the initiative and referendum process more difficult. Wow, 80%, Tina, that's a lot. That's pretty high, which is the whole point. Yeah.
If they don't respect any of the things we pass, how would they... What is this even going to do?
The group's PAC reported $200,000 cash on hand on July 1st, with another $170,000 in large donations since then. That includes $10,000 from former Republican U.S. Senator John Danforth. This is our one shot said Benjamin Singer, CEO of one of the coalition's members, Show Me Integrity. If we don't act now, they'll succeed in silencing us forever. Republicans have taken notice, with some pondering a preemptive strike to change the initiative petition process before any campaign gets off the ground. But others worry it may already be too late and wonder if the GOP overplayed its hand with recent moves. The legislature doesn't really seem to understand they've kicked the hornet's nest, said James Harris, a veteran Republican consultant in Missouri. We may be about to cross the Rubicon where the legislature loses a lot of its power. The showdown is decades in the making.
Fuck yeah.
We can only hope. I mean, and then it goes on to say that, like,
we
this
used
isn't
to not
new.
be like this.
Like,
we used to not be like this.
In 2010, I'd kind of forgotten about this, but it says, in 2010, a ballot measure called the Puppy Mill Cruelty and Prevention Act that specified appropriate living conditions for breeding operations with at least 10 female breeding dogs. It also capped the number of animals that a business could use for breeding at 50. My God, 50 dogs. Oh. Soon after, lawmakers passed a bill that peeled back key parts of the new law, including the cap on the number of breeding dogs. The Puppy Mill vote inspired advocates to forego changes to state law and instead put their focus on putting policy changes in the state constitution, making it much harder for lawmakers to make changes because it would require another statewide vote. But in subsequent years, voters approved constitutional amendments legalizing marijuana, expanding Medicaid eligibility, and creating a nonpartisan redistricting plan and repealing a ban on abortion. But the GOP supermajority wasn't ready to quit without a fight. So it goes on to talk about how, they tried to push back against all those things.
You know what? I bet. Okay, you know why they won't do it? Like, get rid of, like, weed? Because
the rich people are making money off of it now?
Yeah, tax money. Yes, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, like, it was evil. And then guys like, what was that Boehner, sorry, his name.
Boner.
Yeah. Well, he's on some board in Florida, I think, for a company that sells cannabis products. It's just, again, it all goes back to hypocrisy and money. But let me finish reading this here. It says, the threat of an initiative petition that would weaken the legislature's hand in the process has reignited calls for Republicans to take action quickly. The Missouri Freedom Caucus, a group of right-wing legislators who regularly quarrel with GOP leadership, is calling on Mike Kehoe to convene a special legislative session to change the initiative petition process. He says Missouri's constitution should not be up for sale to the highest left-wing bidder. That's what the group said in a statement last week. Without immediate reform, left-wing activists will continue to use this loophole to force their unpopular agenda on Missouri citizens with a mere 51% of the vote. That's a rich thing to say, to talk about forcing will on the voters when they just frickin' voted it in. And again, the hypocrisy is stunning.
How does someone vote it in for like 2 years?
Whether Missourians will get another chance to vote on paid sick leave is still up in the air. Missouri's law allowed employees to earn 1 hour of paid sick time for every 30 hours worked, starting May 1st. By the time it's officially repealed, 17 weeks will have elapsed, which means someone working 40 hours a week could have earned 22 hours of paid sick leave. But if workers don't use their paid sick leave before August 28th, everybody's going to start using their sick leave. There's no legal guarantee they can do so afterwards. Anyway, back to the title about the hornet's nest. We can only hope so. I mean, I don't know at this point what it's going to take to get people to wake up and vote for their own interests.
And nobody has an EpiPen. Or Benadryl.
Or a Benadryl. They getting swollen.
I'm like, do you do CrossFit, brah? You look good swole. Okay, so I also just wanted to talk about a little bit the groveling. Like, they're so horny for their dear leader.
All right, so on that note, we can only hope that, the Missouri citizens have been pushed too far and they're ready to come back swinging a little bit.
Wait, hold on. Rebate Randy, old Josh Hawley is, sorry, I just like to say rhyming words, but Josh Hawley is introducing a bill to send tariff rebate checks to Americans. Like, he knows he's fucked.
Yeah, he might be right.
They saw you at Pride, Josh. They're like, Trump's on the Epstein list and Josh is at Pride. Fuck.
The world's upside down.
This isn't good. Okay.
All right, people. Until next time, we're glad you're here. Thanks for listening. Thanks to our new listeners. We see you.
We might have some repeat guests soon.
Yeah, we're excited about that. Okay.
We promise.
Take care of yourselves.
Sometime. Sorry. Okay.
Call your representatives. Call the governor. Call everyone.
Every day. Every day.
Damn day. Okay. See you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.